Good evening, Zimbabwe. Welcome to another episode of Kirina Live. My name is Kirina Mujati, your favorite comrade sister. In this episode, we're just going to look at what unfolded early evening of yesterday, whereby we saw a letter signed by Christopher Mutsvangwa about the reshuffle of the Politburo members. So, we also that Obeti Mpofu was dropped by Mnangagwa. He was transferred to ICT. Only God knows what happens in this ICT department of the Politburo. Because we all know that we've got one of the illiterates of minister called Tatenda Mavetera. So you can imagine if we've got an illiterate person like Tatenda Mavetera as a minister, what about Obedi Mpofu? What is he going to be doing in ICT of ZANU-PF? We all know that even the borders have been hacked. So you start wondering from the party level, what sort of ICT does ZANU-PF have? And then we also that we saw Mudenda. Mudenda was elevated. We also Chinamasa. We also Ziyambi. So some people are not seeing the politics which is happening here. Unknown to many people, Mudenda is not a war veteran. And Mudenda is a person who's got a criminal record. And Mudenda is one person who appeared to have been very quiet, a silent assassin. And all these three people, Mudenda, Chinamasa, Ziyambi, they are all lawyers. They all have a degree in law. So it is only Obeti Mpofu who didn't have a law degree. So my point is, many people, they think they are misled by Mudenda's personality, like he's a quiet person. And I know many people of my generation, even those people who are older than me, they might have forgotten that Mudenda is a criminal. He had a criminal record. He was involved in the Willowgate scandal. And we also that yes, he's got a criminal record, so he is a criminal. And we all know that Chinamasa is an unrepentant roadie sympathizer and enabler. We also know that Ziyambi's father was also a roadie enabler, and also the Zambian connection with Mnangagwa's family in Zambia. So what do we have? Now we've got thieves protecting each other. Thieves protecting each other. Now thieves are being strategically placed in positions. And yesterday, in my own opinion, Mnangagwa is testing the waters. And he's saying that I would dare them and I want to see what they are doing. And he says to them, or he said with this gang, they went for their easy target because it's not part of the Zambian connection. It's not part of the thugs. We all have seen that Obeti Mpofu, since the coup, he was just a reserved person. We didn't see much of Obeti Mpofu's character in this pushist government like we used to see him during Mugabe's time. So we all wake up today seeing the loud watermouth Themba Mliswa with his crazy and bizarre tweets whereby he appeared to be a champion of democracy and a person who is standing on principle whereby he is condemning corruption. We all know Themba Mliswa is a criminal. The reason why he's always defending Mnangagwa is because when he stole Paul Westwood's businesses in Zimbabwe, he was arrested. There was grant evidence against him to say that he was indeed a criminal who had stolen Paul Westwood's businesses, and he was granted bail. Guess by who? Mnangagwa. When he was granted bail, guess what? They connived Mnangagwa. He was trying to save the son of his friend, Themba Mliswa. I myself, I'll raise my right hand. I myself The reason why Emmerson Mnangagwa tries so hard to protect Themba Mliswa, and also Themba Mliswa tries so hard to be in Emmerson Mnangagwa's defense corner, is because he has always been an Emmerson Mnangagwa criminal. And I strongly believe that most of those white people, white farmers in Mashonaland West and some around Zimbabwe who have been complaining, who had made complaints against Themba Mliswa. You remember the case of the other farmers who were in Hurungwe. I totally am convinced that some of those people and some of those seizures of businesses and assets of these white farmers or white business people in Zimbabwe, I think I myself, I will raise my right hand. I strongly believe that Themba Mliswa was doing this and handing the loot to Emmerson Mnangagwa. Let history prove me wrong. But this is what I truly believe from the bottom of my heart, that Themba Mliswa was looting and was handing these things to Emmerson Mnangagwa. Hence, Emmerson Mnangagwa abused the ministry when he was the Minister of Justice, whereby he had to deport Paul Westwood because they had stolen his hard work in Zimbabwe. They had to deport Paul Westwood with nothing, and they abused the indigenization laws. So that's why all the time Themba Mliswa is always defending Emmerson Mnangagwa, because their unison is all based on thuggery, based on stealing people's things. They are both people with long hands and repentant thieves, and they are also conmen. Themba Mliswa is one person who wants to preach about how principled he is, how he wants Zimbabwe to be governed. But he forgets that whilst he was making noise to say that he was deported from England because he was supporting the land reform in Zimbabwe, that is a lie. Those people who are here in England who know Themba Mliswa, they know that Themba Mliswa was a criminal here. He used to stamp forged documents. You know, long time ago when we came into England, they used to stamp the passports. And Themba Mliswa used to have fake home office stamps, and you would make people pay him, and you stamp fake passports so that people can go to work. So it's a psycho. He's a thief. He can't even come to England. I'm sure he's got a life ban, or he knows that if he comes here, you'll be arrested. So Themba, you are the last person to be talking about principle or trying to connect Mukanya Chiwenga to say Chiwenga is wrong. He should not have produced that dossier to say that demand that people must be arrested. And you are trying to bring the issue of the 15 billion which disappeared during Mugabe's time. Mugabe said it. When Mugabe was alive and when he said it, why didn't you challenge Mugabe to say arrest those people? You could not do that because you know the number one criminal who looted those funds is Emmerson Mnangagwa. And you are trying to come in to say that the military were involved. No, it was Emmerson Mnangagwa who has been using and abusing our institutions to enrich himself by abusing our institutions, stealing and creating his own empire. So Themba Mliswa, you are the last person to preach about a Zimbabwe that is free and fair when it comes to who is going to be incriminated, because you are a criminal. We all know that ZANU-PF till this day they've got your docket, but because of Emmerson Mnangagwa is protecting you at any time in a normal given Zimbabwe which is democratic. Paul Westwood must travel from Scotland and come and claim what you stole from him, because you're a criminal, Themba Mliswa. So you are the last person to start trying to say that, oh, the Obed Mpofu is a thief. Who is not a thief? Are you not a thief, Themba Mliswa? Is Ziyambi not a thief? Is Christopher Mtangwa not a thief? Is Mudenda not a thief? A willow get thief? Is the Emmerson Mnangagwa and this family not thieves? So please spare us that nonsense. We are not even interested. The best thing you should know that is whatever you looted, you're going to lose your loot. And that's why you are protecting this mafia, this Zambian mafia at any cost. Nonetheless, History has taught us all dictators around the globe will fall or have fallen, and there is nothing special that will make Emerson Mnangagwa immune from a day of doom. That day, only God knows when that day is going to happen, and that day is something Emerson Mnangagwa will never escape, because his doomsday is going to come. No matter how much he's paying these military people, no matter how much Wikino Chivayo is trying to pay these people, no matter how much now we have seen that they are now trying to pay the military, they are trying to pay the soldiers so that they can corrupt them. It's not going to happen. And my question to Zimbabwe National Army and the Air Force. Yes, we know that Valerio is captured. We know that he is also looting Mapinga. He is even trying to steal the late Dr. Ushewo Kunzesa farm. We are all aware of that. I'm very aware. I've got evidence on Valerio's banda, how he is looting Mapinga with his Chinese friends. So we know all these things. And Themba Mliswa, you are trying to protect those thieves who are part of your gang, who are protecting you. And Themba Mliswa, a time will come where Zimbabweans are going to shut you up, and there's no time you continue to be calling yourself a Sabuku. You do not come from Mashonaland West. You are not fit to be a Sabuku in Mash West. And those are the little things you are trying, some of the things you are trying to protect yourself from not losing. And we are very aware of that. So all these people in the military who are being used, whether these cars are 100 or 150, which are going to be distributed between the Air Force of Zimbabwe and the military. Are you now confirming that these people, the beneficiaries of this, whether they are 100 cars or 150 cars, are they the confirmed Ziganandas in uniform who are protecting Emerson Mnangagwa? Because these are some of the things as Zimbabweans we would want to know. We cannot have a military which is supposed to protect the interest of the nation, to put the country's security and its people at the forefront. Now they are being used as a private security system for Emerson Mnangagwa, to safeguard Emerson Mnangagwa and his thieves, their interests. So we want to know who is going to save us. And these people in the military, from what I've read, these cars are supposed to be 100 or 150. And from the ranks of the lieutenant colonels up to the generals, you are more than 1,000 people. And they are going to give you 150 cars or 150 cars. How are they going to be distributed? How are you choosing who is getting the cars? So it's shocking, because this is what is weakening our security system, because we've got men. We've got men who are not upright. We've got men who are not men enough to stand up for the vulnerable people of Zimbabwe. We've got men who are just concerned about what they can get from to be part of the looting gang. So, my dear Zimbabwe, some people have been asking, why did Emerson Mnangagwa did? He's got these 3 lawyers to achieve his mission. We all know that in the military, he's got this first tag Tafumani, and now he's got this unrepentant Rhodesian lawyer, Chinamasa, who has been always creating and crafting laws that is anti-black people of Zimbabwe, protecting dirty capitalists from Rhodesians. Now he's protecting a dirty capitalist of Zimbabwe, Emerson Mnangagwa, and this gang. So Chinamasa will be used. Maybe now is the time that, since some of us we've been talking about the investments of ZANU-PF and the government of Zimbabwe that have been looted by Emerson Mnangagwa, maybe Chinamasa will be the one to be drawn in to tear or destroy all the old trace of what ZANU-PF owned and how it disappeared. Maybe it's being used to forge documents and everything, because we all know what even they are doing at the deeds office. And as of Mudenda, you'll be used to say who goes, who stays, and everything. But what people are forgetting, even those Varakashi, what they are forgetting, even this Christopher Mutangwa, what Christopher Mutangwa is forgetting is the fact that whilst him, Christopher Mutangwa, and Monica were held in South Africa, dancing as cowards as there, the person who was on the ground doing the dirty was, who put his life on the line, was Obed Mpofu. Remember, when we were waiting to hear what was going to happen with the Central Committee, no one was willing to step in. You must not forget the events of November 2017. The person who took a risk and a gamble to do a coup on behalf of ZANU-PF, it was Obed Mpofu. Obed Mpofu, amongst all the people, not even Simon Kayamoyo or not even anyone, the person who chose to step in to say, okay, fine, I'm going to call that the Central Committee, we are going to converge and make a meeting so that we declare Emmerson Mnangagwa. It is the same Obed Mpofu who gambled his everything for Emmerson Mnangagwa. And that's how the Central Committee, ZANU-PF, converged and declared Emmerson Mnangagwa a president. And where was Emmerson Mnangagwa? Where was Christopher Mutangwa? Both cowards hiding for their safety and for their lives. Yet men like Obed Mpofu were sacrificing their lives, their families' lives. It was Obed Mpofu who did a coup on Mugabe on behalf of the party. And when it comes to security services, it was Mukanya Chiwenga. And now we are seeing that Emmerson Mnangagwa is very, very ungrateful. He uses people and he wants to dump them. Now he has used the Obed Mpofu to his service. They've discarded him. They put the rug under his feet. And now the Murakashi Temba Mliskwa is now telling us the world that Obed Mpofu is a criminal, is bringing the issues of the diamonds money. The diamonds money which was even used to carry out the coup of 2017 by Emmerson Mnangagwa. And now they are trying to incriminate Obed Mpofu. Zimbabwe, don't be surprised if Obed Mpofu is arrested, because Emmerson Mnangagwa is not loyal to anyone. As long as he can use it, he will dump you. What is important to Emmerson Mnangagwa is what you can do for him. As long as you are willing to save his life and the people, those people around him he likes, you are of use. After that, they will discard you. So this Mudenda is a criminal. But because he is from Binga and Emmerson Mnangagwa with this Fegitonga, whatever, you see the Mudenda as a brother because of this Zambian connection. Ziyambi, his father, the Zambian connection. And now this Chinamasa is a certified criminal lawyer who can craft anti-people legislation, anti-people policies that will protect a minority elites. So Zimbabwe, expect anything to happen. And this is what I wanted to say. And to you, Varakashi, I've seen you've been putting up my pictures on social media. You've been calling me all sorts of names. And because you are trying to defend Fulton Mangwanya. If Fulton Mangwanya did not buy the penthouse in South Africa, I've got the evidence and I've already shared some of the pictures with some people. If he didn't buy those penthouses, if he didn't buy the car, if his wife does not have cancer on her right thigh and is being financed for those cancer treatment, why are you concerned about dragging my personality, writing lies in my name on social media? Because truth hurts. And Fulton Mangwanya knows that. I know that for a fact, and there's a witch hunt which is going on wherever they are. They're accusing each other in all sorts of manner. So, if Fulton Mangwanya did not do all these things, he needs to come out and say, Karina, you're lying. Because I said it, I did not even change his name. I said Fulton Mangwanya, the director of CIO, has bought a 6-bedroom and 3-bedroom penthouses in South Africa, Mnyaka complex, Midrand, Waterfall. If I am lying, Fulton Mangwanya, come and face me and say, Karina, you are lying. And don't send Barakashi to tarnish my name, because I'm not even scared of you too, Fulton Mangwanya, because I don't want to die in diaspora. I want to be home. You cannot be protecting thieves and you want to kill people so that you continue to be in power. You being used as a killer machine to kill people who are anti-Emerson Mnangagwa. Fulton Mangwanya, if I am lying, come out and say Karina Mujati is lying. I did not buy those houses. My wife doesn't have cancer. My wife is not being treated. I did not buy a 5 million car. I did not buy a 6-bedroom penthouse. I was not in South Africa on the 12th of September 2025. I want you to dare me. As long as you cannot come out and challenge me to say Karina, you're lying, then my dear Futo Mangwan, tell your Barakashi to shut up, and for yourself as well to shut up and never say my name, because you're a criminal and you did those things. So my message to Zimbabwe and to Obote Mpofu, you need to be strong. I'm not saying that you are an upright man, but we know what Emerson Mnangagwa is trying to do. This is the testing which he has done. He is testing the waters. And if people, you are not going to be united wherever you are, whether the comrades, especially Zandla, Emerson Mnangagwa is coming after you. And don't be surprised, because he's going to make sure that anyone who's got any war veterans, any liberation struggle history, is going to wipe you out. And you must be vigilant. It's up to you, men and women in Zimbabwe, who are in high office in ZANU-PF and also in our government, whether you want to allow Emerson Mnangagwa to continue with this thuggery and doing what he's doing to the people. And this is my message to you today. And I would want you to say, we are watching. I'm looking forward to seeing those cars being delivered to the military, and we want to see who is going to be the beneficiaries of those cars. Valerius Banda, you are a dirty person. Tafumaya, with your fuzz, we know your plans. And if you want to do a coup on ZANU-PF, we are waiting. We are ready for that. And all those people who you say that you want to kill, I know that. And as of you, again, Fulton Mangwanya, you tell your Barakashi to desist. I want you to come out publicly and condemn what I'm saying and say I am lying. And I know that I'm not lying. I'm not one who paid those lies. If I don't have anything to say, I keep quiet. But I've got so many things to share. And sometimes I'm so calculating about what I want to say, because I'm not stupid. So you tell your Barakashi not to drag my name in mud like what Christopher Mutangwa does. I stand on truth, and when I speak the truth. I am not somebody who paid those lies because I've got envy or whatever, like what you do, Barakashiva Emerson Mnangagwa. So my dear Zimbabweans, we should pray for our nation. To the war veterans, I'm sending you a very big hug, and you must stay strong. And to Comrade Blessed Geza, I know you. I haven't heard much from you and your other fellow comrades. I hope you are fine. You keep safe. I know they've been intimidating you and everything. But myself, I will try to do my very best. Whatever is within my reach, within my veins, I will speak. As long as I've got my tongue, and as long as I can still see, if I'm facing in the camera, I will speak. This tongue will destroy Emerson Mnangagwa. I've got no gun, I've got nothing, but my tongue is my weapon. This is my contribution to Zimbabwe. My tongue is my AK-47. You might try to tarnish my image by creating lies and everything. I don't care what you call me. Whether you call me Wure, prostitute, drug addict, or whatever. I know the truth. And the people of Zimbabwe knows the truth about who Karina Mujati is. And my tongue, this one is my AK-47. I'll make sure I will destroy you with my tongue, because I'll say the truth. This tongue preaches the truth. And people of Zimbabwe are going to open their eyes. No matter how much you create lies about Chiwenga, no matter how much you create lies in my name, it's because you are cowards. You can't stand the truth. You can't stand me. And my tongue is my AK-47. And this AK-47 will destroy you, Emerson Mnangagwa, and your thugs. You've got guns, you've got stolen riches. I've got nothing but my tongue. And in my tongue, I believe I'm going to finish you off. Zimbabwe will rise against you. And that is my message for today. And to you Mudzakutsako, sell out, criminal, a damned thief, crook, just like Temba Muliswa, you, Shadrach Mashemombe, stop spreading fake news as fakes that the people who are behind me, what I was saying is Kasukuwere, is Mobuso, is Gomwe, I don't even know what you're talking about. So, if you've got anything you want to deny what I said on my audios, challenge me. You come again to the public and say, Kerina is lying, and then we take it from there and I will rip you apart. Like I say, my tongue is my AK-47. I'm ready for you. You think everyone in Zimbabwe is scared of you, and we should live in diaspora. And whilst you are messing and doing whatever, destroying the nation, we should live in diaspora. All we have about is memories of Zimbabwe. I'm not going to continue to live in diaspora. I need to be home. That's why I will speak, and my tongue will destroy you. My tongue is my AK-47. So, stay alert. Mukanya Chiwenga and team. To all the comrades working behind the scenes, we hope and pray that you deliver an equal Zimbabwe from the hands of Emerson Mnangagwa and his Zambian mafia. They might want to kill people, but they should ask themselves, why is it all the time? The cat is out of the bag. We get to know their plans, what they want to pay, what they have paid, what they want to kill. They should be asking themselves, because the gods are not on their side. The gods is with us. And the gods are working with the spirits of the Zimbabwean people in the Mkanya Chiwenga and his team. So I wish you a very pleasant evening. And let's catch up on another episode of Kerina Live. Thank you, Zimbabwe. Good night.